Hello and welcome. This is a quick video to help you understand how to list your service on asklion.co.uk, which is Nottingham City Council's directory of services. I'm Dr. Andy Foster. I'm a GP at a local practice in Bulwell in Nottingham City, and this video is produced alongside Bulwell and Top Valley Primary Care Network. And the purpose of this video is to help local services across the city, particularly in our area, list their services on Askline so that they are more visible and discoverable to residents in our area. So what will we cover? So we'll be looking at what askline.co.uk is, brief discussion about why list your service on askline.co.uk, and then we'll do a walkthrough of how to list your service or community group on askline.co.uk. So let's just switch the screens around and have a look at Askline. So Askline is Nottingham City Council's directory of services. It's a place where residents in Nottingham City can go and search using the search function here. What do you want to ask Askline? And where are you, to find local services and amenities to support them. And there's also lots of static pages providing good information from the council and partners about things that will help and support residents in Nottingham City. Why might you be interested in registering your service on this website? Well, it's already promoted to services, so it is the council's directory of service. It's promoted on sort of bus shelters, banners, sides of trams, things like that. So they do drive a lot of people there. So if you want to be discovered, it's a good place to be. And there's already quite a lot of information there. So it's sort of a critical mass of information drawing people in. So it's a good place to invest some time in getting your service or community group listed. And the more services, the better the resource it becomes for people. So really encouraging people to list their services there. So how do you register your service? So it's really easy, potentially easier than you might think. Go to the main website, askline.co.uk, and click this login now. Oh, internal server error. Let's give it a chance. There we go. So click login now, presented with this page, and you would log in as a provider. So if you're already registered, use the provider sign in. If you are new to the site, then click register for a new provider account. And you just provide some very simple information, prove you're not a robot, click create account, and then it's done. You'll get an email that you need to look out for to verify that the email you've given is your email and so forth, just to complete the sign up process. And then you can log in as a provider by clicking provider sign in. When you click this, you are asked for your username and password. So we're just going to switch over to a different browser now. I've already entered my password, didn't want you to see that on screen. So when you log in, this is what you're presented with. You can change your details, do all sorts of other things, but really you're interested in provider updates. So this is where you create and update records for your service organization or events. You can be the owner of multiple listings. If you have an organization that has a number of different services within it, then then one person or one email login can be the owner of multiple multiple services. So you would log in and you would create a new directory record. I think we'll just go through and have a look at the sections here to fill in and just have a brief discussion about them, but it is really self-explanatory. So name of service, describe the service. What's really important in the description, and in particular the keywords, is to use those words that really convey what your service is about. So if you're a physio service, say physio service, multiple times within there, and make sure that you're entering, physio, exercise, relevant words in the keywords, because that's how the search function works to decide how relevant your listing is compared to other listings. So that's how you kind of optimize the visibility of your listing. Really, really important there. You put the contact details for the service. So this is the information that will be displayed to residents, and your contact email, your website, label the service. So I think this is what it will appear as as the clickable link, and then it'll go through to the URL. Any contact notes, talk about the venue details. So you want to provide rich information, and for some services it might be you don't have a regular venue, but it's okay to say things like this sometimes occurs. You can write additional details here. So occurs at multiple sites within the community through the week, or something like that is fine. Or we sometimes have a stall at the market on these days. That's all okay. Just provide information that you think will be useful for residents. Any information about cost, you might say that it's free of charge. If that's the case, just provide nice, rich information, dates and times, any other details that are relevant. For some services, people might need to refer or be self-referred, so it's important to include information about how to access those services. They mentioned here age range, so it might be that in this section, if there are limitations about who your service is for and who can use the service, then be open and clear about that in this section. And any additional information, and really, really useful to make your service look attractive, is to upload a copy of your logo, upload additional images, maybe some photos of things happening. Obviously, make sure that you've got permission of the people within the images to use those. Make sure that they're appropriate, but you can upload those there. And also you can add additional documents. So it might be that you have a brochure or a leaflet that you want to upload as a PDF there. Obviously give consent for this information to be listed and to be advertised, and then click save record. And really that's all that you do. What happens next is that a member of the Askline team will review the information, make sure it's appropriate. It might be that they contact you about something. It might be that they don't, and that they list it straight away, and it should be visible within a few days. And obviously, if you want to change something about the listing, then you would log in as a provider and you will be able to edit these details yourself. Because there's so many listings, the way this website works is that it makes it the responsibility of the service to list themselves and to keep the information within the listing up to date. It really would be difficult for them to keep everything up to date if they had to keep checking things every so often to make sure it was still relevant. So it's your responsibility as a service to make sure that your information on there is up to date. And really, that is the end of this presentation. So just to recap, hopefully we've helped you understand what Askline is. Hopefully we've helped you understand why you might list your service on askline.co.uk, and we've given a walkthrough of how to register and list your service. So good luck getting out there and listing your services, and hopefully this was useful. Thank you very much.